we really ought to know when we are taking things or when we are taking money, am I taking that from a lawful source or not? You know, the pleasures of this life are short, and eventually we will die. And then there will be resurrection, and we will be questioned. You know, it was mentioned in a hadith of the Prophet والسلام, that among the matters that the person will be questioned about on the day of judgment is about his money. From where did he receive it? And how did he spend it? One really needs to be careful here. From where am I taking this money? Some people might think, oh, but it's, for my children. I want to give them a better life. I want to give them what they desire. But by you taking money from an unlawful source, that doesn't make it good. Even if you say, but this is for your children to give them a better life, that is not good. And it is not good to feed your children from an unlawful source. Subhanallah, the person who is smart needs to be really keen on watching what he is putting in his mouth, what is he consuming into his body. It has an effect on us, when the person keeps on consuming what is unlawful. This has an impact on us. So we need to be really careful and think that even if the person takes now money through an unlawful way, such as stealing, and let's say he uses that money to buy a car or to buy a particular piece of clothing, as we said, the pleasures of this life are very short-lived. And eventually then the person will be in the grave. And subhanallah, what benefits the person in the grave are his good deeds. So it's better for us, not to live in a luxurious way. Be content with little sustenance that is halal, that is from a lawful source. Let us be content with little sustenance that suffices us, and it is from a halal, lawful source, and raise our children to be content also with little sustenance. Okay, because if you now give them a lavish lifestyle, let's say because you are able to do that, you have the money to do that, but one day you might not be able to. And they have become accustomed to this lifestyle. And all of a sudden they don't have that anymore. What might they do? They have become accustomed to this lavish lifestyle. They might then commit sins in order to gain money through unlawful ways. And you don't want that for your children, not for yourself and not for your children. So, subhanAllah, let the person be content with little sustenance that is from a lawful source. And if one has more, to always remember the people who are in need. There are people, some of us might think that we are deprived of particular things, that we are poor, but then you hear about other people who have a lot less than you. And you then realize that actually we have a lot of blessings, subhanAllah. So we say Alhamdulillah for the blessings that we have. Let us use them in what is of benefit. Suffice with that. And when we have more, to think of the people who are in more need, to help them out. And what is very important to help with nowadays is to spread the true knowledge, the knowledge that our Prophet ﷺ taught the companions. So one of the good ways to use one's money is to spend it in spreading the true creed, spreading Islam, because today you and I are seeing how the enemies of Islam are exerting great effort and lots of money in order, subhanAllah, to fight Islam and sway people away from Islam. And we know that people today have a great need of learning, of acquiring the religious knowledge. So one of the very good ways for us in spending our money is to spend it in spreading Islam, spreading the true knowledge.